Hey man, say man, Mr. Make Your Bite Blood Out Your Bottom Lip, I'm back again and I'm back with another one. And I'm definitely finna make a whole bunch of y'all bite blood out your bottom lip on this one. Cause one thing about me is I'm a meat musher's worst nightmare. Cause I'm gonna put it off in your face where you can't deny it. Yeah, I'm putting it in your face. I'm gonna give y'all what y'all really don't wanna admit, what y'all don't wanna see. Yeah, but y'all ain't got no choice if you watch my video, cause I'm gonna put the truth in your face and I'm gonna post the truth in this video right here with receipts. And we talking about the whole Devin Haney Rolly situation. Yeah, Devin Haney, he first came out and said, hey man, say man, I looked at the contract, everything looked good. We basically got a fight on hand. You know what I'm saying? They gave me an offer. Everything is gravy. I like what I saw. He said that, right? Then he went quiet about it for like 2 weeks. He came back and it was like, scratch all that. I ain't feeling that offer. Like they trying to play me. Rolly trying to play like he the A side and all of that. And I'm not feeling that, right? Let's talk about what he say that he not feeling. Let's post it up here so everybody can see what Devin said. But it's a lot more to what Devin said. It's a whole lot more. And like I said, smash my like button because I'm gonna expose the truth. I'm gonna expose it on y'all. So as y'all can see right here, Devin say they came to me with a list of expenses of $6 million and I make my first dollar after the $6 million is allocated. And on top of it all, I split 50% with Rolly, who hasn't made $2 million in one fight ever. He ain't never ever made $2 million, right? Devin put an emphasis on that. He said he ain't never made $2 million in one fight ever. So let's go ahead and get into it because right off the rip, Devin Haney lied, right? Devin Haney lied right off the rip. Said Rolly ain't never made $2 million ever. And I'm gonna get into the meat and potatoes of the whole breakdown, but we gotta just stop right there, right? Because Devin Haney is already proved to be a liar and we ain't even got into we barely got into the video. He already lied, right? Just like his daddy Bill. Now, y'all say, well, how is he lying? How you know he lying? Well, somebody come right behind Devin and check him on that $2 million, like we seeing right here. He say he had to make at least $5 million against Ryan. There's no way. Laugh my ass off. Check Devin. Devin come back and say, no, $2 million. Ryan made 5. So Devin come back and say, well, yeah, no, he did make 2 million and Ryan made 5. But just a couple seconds ago, you said the man ain't never ever made $2 million in his whole career. You see how fast this man tell a lie with he tell a lie faster than you can blink. I'm gonna just show y'all, before I really break this whole thing down, I'm gonna just show y'all how Devin be lying all the time. Him and Bill. A lot of people put that shit on Bill, but Devin, he a liar himself. This is the same man that came and told y'all that Shakur Stevenson was gonna make more money fighting him than he's ever made with all of his fight purses combined, taking only 25% against him. That's what Devin was going on each platform telling people, right? Now, I remember I did the math way back then, right? And Shakur, at that point in time, in his last 5 fights, right? In his fight against Jamel Herring, Nakatila, Valdez, Conceição, and Yoshino, Shakur in those 5 fights made $10.7 million, right? On paper. That's what he made. 10 from his guarantees, he had made $10.7 million, right? So that means that Shakur fighting Devin Haney would have had to make at least $11 million, only taking 25%. Now stay with me, only taking 25%, right? At least 11 million. That's not even counting all the other fights that he had took already and all the other money that he had made before those 5 fights. Now, when I pointed that out and I said, okay, well, Bob Arum ain't putting up no 60, 50, 60, 70 million for no fight. Bob Arum ain't putting up that type of money. He gonna put up the type of money. Everybody was telling me, DHP Promotions, Devin got his own promotional company. You know what I'm saying? They run shit, they bosses. Remember they said that, right? Remember, I'm gonna just show y'all how they be lying. Remember they said that. Then they told y'all time and time again that every fighter makes their highest payday when they fight Devin Haney. They fight Devin Haney, right? They make their highest payday. Well, that means that you would have to be a huge draw, right? That means that you would have to be selling out stadiums. You have to be doing these high-ass pay-per-view numbers, right? So that means you shouldn't have a problem betting on yourself, because although I don't agree with that PBC model, right? Telling the fighter, well, after we cover this $6 million, if you bet on yourself, whatever the fight grosses, you two fighters get to split it down the middle. I don't agree with that, but when it comes to Devin Haney and Bill Haney, the way that they be talking, that means that, man, they should be swimming in dough, right? If they go by that model. Because that's all you got to cover is $6 million in expenses. And then you and Rolly get to take the rest of the bag. If you that big of a draw, you should be swimming in dough. You shouldn't worry about betting on yourself. Mr. DHP Promotions and Devin, everybody make their biggest payday. This is the same man that came and told y'all that him and Ryan Garcia, right, made so much money. They said, well, $30 million, did you make 30? He said, more than that. More than that. Then that came out to be a lie. That came out to be a lie, right? Remember, he told y'all that they made all type of money, him and Regis. Regis came and told y'all that was a lie. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even get no pay-per-view back in because it didn't do no numbers. That's what Regis said. So I'm just making this video to show y'all, man, how you can't believe shit that Devin and Bill say because they steady lying all the time. Right? Now, if this is true, if everything that I said that he said, right, that we've heard him say time and time again, that we've heard Bill say, if all of this shit is true, then covering $6 million in expenses and then splitting the revenue with Rolly down the middle, 50-50, what's the problem? Because it sounds like to me, I mean, the way y'all was talking, your fights got to gross at least 50 million. You got to be grossing at least 50 million. So what it proves, right, is, do I agree with the model? Normally, no. Nah, hell nah. Right? Hell nah. At least pay these fighters, you know what I'm saying, some guaranteed money up front. And then let them get it on the back end. But with Devin Haney, what they did is they called his bluff. If you are the superstar that you say you are, if you are the superstar that your fans say you are, this fight should do big, big numbers. You shouldn't have no problem with betting on yourself if you the face of boxing, like you tell everybody, if you the biggest superstar, like you tell everybody, if everybody makes their highest payday by far fighting Devin Haney, because you are that star, like you tell everybody, what's the problem? What is the problem? Yeah, y'all bite blood out your bottom lip. Y'all bite blood out your bottom lip. What's the problem? Tell me, what am I missing? Yeah, I'm gone.